Hi everyone, welcome to this video. I'm Inxlaura123 and this is going to be a new book haul video. Yes, I've got some new books and in this video I'm going to show you them, tell you about them and maybe give you some ideas for books that you would like to read yourself. Now if you enjoy watching, which I hope you do, please click like, comment, share, subscribe to my channel. That would be awesome. And don't forget to smash that notification bell to all notifications. Okay, so yeah, let's get started. Oh, actually, before I do, I just want to show you the t-shirt that I'm wearing. I know it's a bit random, but still, let me show you. I got this t-shirt on eBay. I just think it's really cool. It's like Mona Lisa doing a selfie. Anyway, back to the books. Okay, so right, glasses are going on, so you know that I mean business. I'm really excited to show you these books. I've got some really good books here to show you. Look here, I have a Waterstones bag. Oh, it's so heavy. Look at this bag. I love the Waterstones bags. They're so cool. They've got books all over them, which I suppose is pretty obvious because, well, they are a bookshop, but you know what I mean. Right, so the first book I want to show you is actually my current read. I'm so mega excited about having this. Honestly, I pre-ordered this ages ago and whoop, very excited to have this. Is of course the brand new book from the lovely Sarah J. Maas, House of Sky and Breath, which is a Crescent City novel. The artwork as well in this book is just amazing. House of Earth and Blood was the first one, which I read ages ago and I absolutely loved it. And I knew I'd be carrying on with the series, obviously. I will be honest though, I did have to have a little bit of a recap online. I went on some like websites and read kind of recaps from the story because I'd read it so long ago. I had forgotten, you know, certain characters or certain events that happened in the book and stuff. I think it's because I read so many books, like I can't remember like everything, and you know, so it did help me. I've had a good kind of catch up now, and know kind of who's who and what's what and what happened and stuff. But yeah, I'm really excited to get this. It is massive though, isn't it? It's like a brick. It's so heavy to hold. I think by the time like I finish reading it, my arms are going to be like, you know, muscly and stuff. But yeah, I'm really loving it so far. As I say, beautiful artwork there. It's so good to be back with Bryce and Hunt. I love those characters. I know there are other characters who are also good and I love, but those two are just, yeah, they have me. Look at the map. I love maps in books. But yeah, if you like your fantasy, honestly, check out this series. It's so good. It's so well wrote. You just really get into it. Like, I am part of this world now. As soon as I, you know, started reading it, I was like, oh, it got me. But yeah, it says the deadliest power, the fierce passion, the cruelest fate. I don't want to give too much away because if you haven't read number one, you'll be like, what? But yeah, just take my word for it. It's a great series. Really, really recommend it. So excited to get this book. So yeah, that is my current read as well. Right, okay, let's get some books out of this bag to show you. Right, this one I picked up from a charity shop for like 50p. What a bargain, right? The Guest House by Abby Frost. 7 guests, 1 killer, a holiday to remember. It says here on the front, dark, claustrophobic and full of suspense. I love books like this. I love this cover as well, like the little house there in the forest and it's all foggy and creepy. Yeah, totally my cup of tea. I know there's lots of books like this, you know, but I still love them, you know. It's just, it excites me and makes me scared, and I love that. Not all the guests will survive their stay. You use an app called Cloud BNB to book a room online, and on a cold and windy afternoon you arrive at the guest house, a dramatic old building on a remote stretch of hillside in Ireland. You are expecting a relaxing break, but you find something very different, something unimaginable, because a killer has lured you and 6 other guests here, and now you can't escape. One thing for certain, not all of you will come back from this holiday alive. So, as I say, there are lots of books out there. I've read a few of them that are very similar to this kind of format style, but I love them. And it's got a really cool cover. And it was a really cheap price. Like, it's you know, a win-win situation. Right, the next book I want to show you is from my local library. I love my local library. I love going to the library, looking around at the books and choosing 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. Or going on like the library website and just thinking, oh, what have they got new? And then, yeah, you know, clicking and collecting. But this is Agatha Christie's Death on the Nile. I've kind of set myself a challenge. If you're a regular viewer, you'll know this, but I've set myself a challenge to read one Agatha Christie book a month. And if I'm honest, I'm desperate to read this like this month, but I'm not going to. I am going to wait to the beginning of next month, because I've already read my Agatha for this month, which was quite good actually. But yeah, Death on the Nile, I do want to see the film so bad. It looks so good. And it's got Gal Gadot in it, who is like my favourite actress. I love her so much. But I'm going to read the book first, and then I'll see the movie. But yeah, this just sounds so good. I know this is a classic. A lot of you have either read it or you probably know about it. But I'll read the back to you anyway. It says, a cruise down the Nile on a river steamer sounds like the perfect way to get away from it all. But the tranquil, warm darkness of an Egyptian evening can change fast when the air is thick with hot passions and cold malice. Temperatures rise when the first passenger is shot, and Hercule Poirot must abandon the mysteries of ancient Egypt and focus on altogether deadlier matters. Ooh, this sounds so good. I don't like Miss Marple stuff, I have to be honest, but I do like Poirot, and I do like the standalone kind of mystery crimes that Agatha Christie did. Yeah, woo, very excited. Very excited about that one. Okay, the next book I actually picked up in Poundland for £1, funnily enough. Saying that, not everything in Poundland is £1 anymore. But that's another story. This is by Non Pratt, and it's called Remix. Now, I've read a few other books by this author, and they're really good YA kind of books. I think she's done a few middle grade as well that I've read. But yeah, it says Friends, Music and Lies. I love this cover. This cover really stood out to me, and it is worth checking in Poundland for their book section, because they have some really decent books. This one says Kaz is still reeling from being dumped by the love of her life. Ruby is bored of hearing about it. Time to change the record. 3 days, 2 best mates, and 1 music festival. 0 chance of everything working out. So I love the fact that it's got that friendship and the whole kind of, getting over a relationship that's broke down, being at the music festival, and a bit of, I just think it sounds good. I think it sounds all right. So that is that one. Next book I want to show you, I actually got in the library. They have this trolley where they give away free books. Now, it's normally hit or miss, you take a bit of a chance. Sometimes it's just books that it's not for me kind of thing. Other times you do find like a little hidden gem. And I found a hidden gem here. This is Sherwood by Megan Spooner. This came out a few years ago. I think, hold on, just looking. 2019, there we go. So it wasn't too long ago. And I remember when this came out that I really wanted it, but I didn't get it. And I don't know why. But hey, it's all good, because I have it now. Yeah, this is the hardback version. And I think this was a first edition version as well, which is really cool. Yeah, first edition. So this is like a retelling, reimagining of Robin Hood. So yeah, I just think it sounds really exciting. It says Robin of Locksley is dead. Maid Marian doesn't know how she'll go on, but the people of Locksley town, persecuted by the Sheriff of Nottingham, need a protector, and the dreadful Guy of Gisborne, the Sheriff's right hand, wishes to step into Robin's shoes as Lord of Locksley and Marian's fiance, who is there to stop them. Marian never meant to tread in Robin's footsteps, never intended to stand as a beacon of hope to those awaiting his triumphant return, but with a sweep of his green cloak and the flash of the sword, Marian makes the choice to become her own hero, Robin Hood. I love that. It's really cool, like, to have the female lead and the whole kind of retelling, reimagining of Robin Hood stuff. And under the cover, under the dust jacket, it is green, which is pretty apt. So yeah, it's in quite good condition. So I was quite happy. That was a nice little free bargain there for me. Okay, this book is from Waterstones. I've saw this book for a good few weeks now, and I don't know why. I was just like, should I get it? Should I not? And I just saw it when I was in there the other day picking up that book, and I was like, oh, do you know what? It keeps calling to me. There must be a reason for me to keep being drawn to it, This is Real Easy by Marie, I've got to say this properly, sorry, Ratkowski. This cover is gorgeous, by the way, right? And here, it's white underneath the dust jacket. Show you, there's a picture there, which is pretty cool as well. Yeah, I really want to read this like soon, because I do feel like I'm drawn to this book. So it is a thriller, like a thriller crime mystery. It's set in, God, the lighting in here is so bad. I can barely read this. 99? Yeah, 1999, I think that says. I should have put my camera light up. Oh well. It's 1999. Samantha has danced for years at the Lovely Ladies Strip Club. Ooh, a lovely lady. She's not used to taking anyone under her wing, after all, between her disapproving boyfriend and his daughter, who may as well be her own child. She has enough to worry about. But when Samantha overrides her better judgment to drive a new dancer home, they are run off the road. The police arrive at the scene of the accident but find only one body. Georgia, another dancer, is drawn into the investigation as she tries to assist Holly, a detective, with a complicated story of her own. As the point of view shifts from dancers to detectives and club patrons, the women round up a list of suspects, all the while trying with their understanding of loss and love. As they get closer to the truth, they must each confront a fundamental question. How do women live their lives knowing that men can hurt them? It says here, a compulsive, unflinching, unexpectedly hopeful thriller set in a Midwestern strip club. So there we go. I mean, it's very different than anything I've read, but apparently each kind of chapter is a different kind of person. Yeah, I've read up a little bit about it. I don't like reading reviews before I read a book. So it kind of, number one, it could give me spoilers, and number two, it kind of clouds my judgment. I like going into it kind of open, but sometimes I read just a little snippet of bits here and there just to get a rough kind of vibe for it. And people are really enjoying it. I think it sounds really interesting. I love a good thriller. So there we go. I'm off to a strip club, not literally, only in the book. I have been to a strip club once, but that's a long story. Anyway, right, the next book is very different from a strip club, as you can tell from the cover. I mean, you can't really get much different, can you really? This is Like a Charm by Ellie McNichol. I loved her book. I can't remember the name of it now. I read it recently. It was about a hologram. Does it say the other name of the book? I don't remember. I can't remember, but it was really, really good. I really enjoyed that book. So as soon as I found out she had another book coming out, I did pre-order this one. She also done a book called kind of Spark, which was quite famous. It done well. It got awards and stuff. I still haven't read that one. But the book that she did about the hologram, which I still can't remember the name of, was so good. I really, like, it is middle grade, but it was so good. It really got me. I loved it. So yeah, this is set in Scotland. Look at this cover. This is so cute. It's set in Edinburgh. Edinburgh city filled with magical creatures. No one can see them except Ramia. I think that is Ramia Knox. And she is pulled into her family's world of secrets and spells. Ramia sets out to discover the truth about the hidden folk with only 3 words of warning from her grandfather. Beware of the sirens. Beware the sirens. Plunged into an adventure that will change everything, Ramia is about to learn that there is more to her powers than she ever imagined. It says here, Ramia, you've got something this city needs and it's going to change everything. I just think it sounds a real kind of magical fun. And I just, yeah, it's cute. It's cute. I like it. As much as I like dark thrillers and horrors and stuff, I also like reading cute kind of fluffy magical, stuff as well. Okay, next up we have this book here, which I actually bought off someone on Twitter. A girl that I follow, she's a fellow bookworm, and she put up a picture of all these books that she was selling and asked if anyone was after them. And I looked at them. Some I'd already read, some I wasn't that particularly interested in for myself, but then I noticed that she had this one here. This is The Coldest Touch by Isabelle Sterling, and I was like, oh my God, I've been after that book for ages. I had real difficulty like getting it when it come out and stuff, and I just kind of like forgot about it. This is a different cover. I think this is the some crate, I think Loot Crate edition, and it's also fairy Loot Crate exclusive edition. It is signed by the author, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I bought it off of her. I love this cover so much. The other cover's cool, but I think this cover's cooler. And it's signed. So, death drew them together. Life could tear them apart. So this is a YA. It says, Elise is cursed. Every time she touches someone, she experiences how they will die. When she predicts, but is unable to prevent her brother's death, Elise is desperate to escape her terrible gift. Then she meets Claire, a vampire tasked with helping Elise master her rare powers and recruiting her to the Vow, a secret organisation determined to protect the paranormal world at all costs. At first, Elise is reluctant to work with a vampire, but when she predicts a teacher's imminent murder, she's determined to stop the violent death. As Elise and Claire grow closer, Elise begins to wonder, can she really trust someone tasked with securing her loyalty? Someone who could so easily kill her, someone who might hold the key to unraveling her brother's mysterious death. So yeah, she wrote These Witches Don't Burn, which I have read. And yeah, I love that cover. I'm so excited to read this one, and I finally got it. After all this time, I finally have it. Right, the next book is a library book. I'd not heard of this book at all. She has done a book that I have heard of, which was The Sisters of the Winter Wood, if you've heard of that. I've not read it, but I have heard of this one. But this is The Light of the Midnight Stars by Irina, Rossner. Really pretty cover. So yeah, I was just on the library website looking what like new books had come in and stuff, because there's a section on the website you can look at, like browse new books that have just kind of come in. And this one just really caught my eye. It sounded very interesting and magical, and it's got a Jewish connection to it as well. And as I always go on about, yes, I am Jewish myself. So there's not that many Jewish books. I mean, there are, you know, if you want to read about the Holocaust and stuff, there's thousands of books, but there's not. It feels like there's not that many like Jewish rep in fiction. I don't know. I just think there needs to be more. That's just my view. But anyway, this one says a spellbinding tale of love and loss, sisterhood, and the tangled threads of fate. Deep in the Hungarian woods, the sacred magic of King Solomon lives on in his descendants. Gathering under the midnight stars, they perform small miracles, and none are more gifted than the great Rabbi Isaac and his 3 daughters. So you've got Hannah, who is bookish and calm, can coax plants to grow even when the weather is bitterly cold. Then you've got Sarah, who is defiant and strong, can control the impulsive nature of fire. And then you've got Livana, the Fey one, who can read the path of the stars to decipher their secrets. How cool does that sound? But darkness is creeping across Europe, threatening the lives of every Jewish person in every village. Each sister will have to make an impossible choice to survive and change the fate of their family forever. So I just think that sounds so good. Like, it really does. As I say, I love the fact that it's got that Jewish connection in it, and a bit of magic and stuff. So yeah, I hope it's going to be good. Anyway, we shall see. Right, the next 2 books, and these are the last 2 books I want to show you, are gorgeous. Look at the sprayed edges on both of these books. Ta-da! I love sprayed edges. I'm sorry, but I do. I just, oh, they're so like, what is it? Aesthetically pleasing. Is that how you say it? I don't know. So the first one is by Michelle Quach, and it's called Not Here to Be Liked, which is pretty much my life. I'm not here to be liked. Most people don't like me. It's, you know, it is what it is. This is the exclusive Waterstones edition, so maybe that's why it's, you know, sprayed edges and stuffs like that. But I just really love that kind of pinky red and the yellow. It just, anyway. Yeah, I'd not actually heard of this book. I was in Waterstones, saw it, and I was like, oh, that looks nice. But when I read about it, I was like, actually, it sounds really cute. So it says, falling in love wasn't part of the plan. Eliza Kwan fully expects to be voted the next editor-in-chief of her school newspaper. She works hard, she respects the facts, and she has the most experience. Then you've got Len DiMartiel, I think that is. He's an injured star baseball player who seems to have joined the paper just to have something to do. Naturally, the staff picks Len to be their next leader because while they may respect Eliza, they don't particularly like her. Eliza is not here to be liked. She's here to win, but someone does like Eliza a lot. Shame it's the boys standing in the way of her becoming editor-in-chief. It says here this book is feisty, funny and fierce, which I think describes me. Maybe. I don't know. That's what I'd like to think anyway. But I just think that sounds really cool. It says here, warning. There's a warning. There's a warning, everyone, for this book. It says this book features an unlikable female character, intersectional feminism, and girls plotting the end of the patriarchy and kissing. Lots of kissing. So, yeah, that is Not Here to Be Liked. That is just such a cute cover. And the last book I want to show you is a YA thriller. Once again, gorgeous cover. sprayed edges. Rock Paper Killers by Alexia Mason. This had been on my want to read list for a little while, actually, on Goodreads. By the way, if you are on Goodreads, come follow me. Come follow me. I'll put the link down below. You can see what books I've read, want to read, currently reading, etc. So yeah, it says telling the truth is a dangerous game. The rock she fell from, the paper she clutched, the killers she thought were friends. When 5 Dublin teenagers arrive at a rural coastal college to cram for their final exams, their most pressing concern is the prospect of a month with no partying. Little do they know that one of them will never make it back home. A twisty, page-turning thriller from a major new voice. I've wanted to read this like ever since I read about it and saw it was coming out. So yeah, I love like stuff like that. Okay, so they are all my new books. Let me know in the comments section what book or books were your favourites. Are any on your kind of want to read list, or maybe I've give you, some ideas for books you want to read. And that's that. Please give this video a big old thumbs up, as I say, share it out, comment, and please subscribe to my channel. That would be awesome. Don't forget also to check out my other channel, Minx Laura 123 ASMR. I'll put the link down below to that channel. On that channel, I do ASMR videos, which basically help people relax, calm down, sleep. Also get tingles. So yeah, please go check out my other channel. Also, if you want to come and follow me on social media, please do. Links down below to my Twitter and my Instagram and TikTok. Okay, everyone, thank you for watching. I am going to tidy these books up now, and then I'm going to carry on reading Sarah J. Maas because it is just intense. Okay, right, so I'll see you soon. Take care, bye.